Friday, August 4th, 2023, and this is what we tune into The View for. I love it when Joy is the moderator because it always descends into chaos. At some point, they all talk over each other. Everyone's sniping across the table, and it's like that. That's the television that I want out of this program. Um, Whoopi is always very careful to make sure that there is no infighting and that everything looks peaceful and everybody gets their spot. Just shut up and let the other one talk. And you know, and it drives me crazy that she never lets the audience boo. Whoopi's fine with letting people express their opinion by clapping or hooting. But as soon as they express their opinion in a negative way, she gets mad. We don't boo people here. Fuck that. People should get booed. Um, if they want the applause, they also have to take the booze. Anyway, so what fun. The whole rigmarole around Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, challenging Ron DeSantis to a debate and DeSantis agreeing to it, which is stupid on DeSantis's part. He is going to be turned into a mop. But you know, we'll see if it is going to be moderated by Hannity, what kind of questions there are. I would like to see Newsom be able to flip anything around and talk about policy. And who gives a flying fuck about Hunter Biden? And how many times DeSantis says the word woke? Let's talk about what you actually have done for the people of your states and what you think could be done and should be done for the people of the United States. But the other thing about DeSantis's campaign that kills me is his wife, Casey. Oh my God, I almost called her Casey Anthony. Casey DeSantis is a wackadoodle. She just doesn't shut up. She's just run on sentences. It's kind of hilarious. But it's not like she's going to get to run in the presidential election anyway. But because they're going to nominate Trump, whether he's in prison or not, that's who's going to be the nominee. And I'm really tired of people saying, Amy Alyssa Farrah Fowler Griffin included, that these MAGA Republicans are not in step with everyday Republican voters. Well, then why are all these extremist candidates doing so fucking well in the polls? And no, I agree, polling is not isn't the overarching indicator of accuracy of what's going on with the electorate. But you can't deny that it's these fringe, disgusting, let's hang on to racism and every other bigotry you can come up with as our policy and not help people seems to be the only thing that attracts Republican primary voters. The other thing that I find really disturbing about this whole thing is that it's bad enough that, the next election 4 years away, people start talking about the candidates and the horse race like the day after the inauguration, and now we're like 5.5 years out, and we're talking about 2028. And Gavin Newsom's positioning himself for, it's like, come on, like, why do we need to put, and it's fine, if that's your game, politicians are gonna you want to be on the national stage, you've got to ready the public for your candidacy and get them to know you. Also gives them a lot more time for the media to destroy you. So there is something to be said for a late entry dark horse, but we got to put some limits on when campaigning can start. Like we shouldn't be starting so soon. Election year, you shouldn't be able to announce candidacy early. I know they have to raise a lot of money, but they'd have to raise a lot less if they didn't have to campaign for so long. So like January 1st of the election year, that's when you can say you're going to run, and that's and then push the primaries back, push them closer and closer together in groups. Iowa being the bellwether and New Hampshire is just fucking stupid. So we got to push the whole thing out so we don't have to talk about the election every goddamn day of every goddamn year. But the important thing is we have to be able to hold on to our democracy, and for people like Amy Alyssa Farrah Griffin to say, "I will not vote for Biden," and but wouldn't vote for Trump if he's the nominee, and he's probably going to be the nominee. Then what's the point? You're not really participating. There is no viable third party right now, and you're just creating a spoiler vote at a point when the literal democracy is on the line. So, that's a bunch of bullshit. But in the other political news of I guess yesterday, that was discussed on today's program, Anna Navarro is correct that Justin Trudeau does have the best hair in politics, and yes, he can get it. But Justin, even though I have my Canadian citizenship, I am not wintering in Ottawa.